The 2026 Legislative Open Week provides an opportunity to review the performance of the 10th Assembly since its inauguration in 2023. Unveiling the third-year legislative scorecard, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas described the current House as the most productive since Nigerians' return to democracy, citing the number of bills introduced, passed, and assented to by the President. The Speaker explained that the proposed special seat bill is a temporary affirmative action aimed at increasing women's representation in elective offices, with beneficiaries to emerge through an electoral college rather than political appointments. He also disclosed that President Bola Tinubu has transmitted the Executive State Police Bill to the National Assembly for accelerated legislative consideration, public hearings, and thorough scrutiny. Speaker Abbas and Senate President Godswill Akpabio also commended security agencies for the successful rescue of 44 adopted pupils in Oyo State.
So I want to encourage all of us that democracy flourishes when citizens remain active participants in the work of the Parliament. The distance between Parliament and the people should never again be measured in walls or gates, but only in the willingness of citizens to walk through those doors and join us in crafting legislations for the survival of our nation.
Nothing here is concealed. The bill will pass through public hearing and open scrutiny, and I give this assurance to every Nigerian. The framework will carry robust safeguards. A state must satisfy clear and demanding standards and safeguards before it may be entrusted with a police service.
Former Speaker of the House and Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, reaffirmed the Executive's commitment to sustaining productive collaboration with the National Assembly in advancing security, economic reforms, and social development under the renewed Hope agenda.
As we reflect on the first 3 years of the 10th Assembly, I encourage us to look beyond the record of activities to the measure of impact, laws that solve real problems, budgets that translate into visible development, oversight that improves performance, and representation that renews citizens' confidence in government.
Stakeholders, including PLAG Executive Director Clement Nwankwo, British High Commissioner Richard Montgomery, and Cardinal John Onaikan, stressed that democracy thrives when citizens have direct access to their elected representatives. They called for sustained constitutional reforms, greater accountability, and stronger partnerships between the legislature, civil society organizations, and the media.
Because equality on paper, equality in theory, is not real equality. Nigerians must find their own way to stop lagging behind in international rankings of women's representation. Nigerians' vocation is to lead, to show the example, not to lag behind. Millions of Nigerian women, but also men, are waiting for this, and I'm sure that rather sooner than later, the National Assembly and state houses will deliver.
As the 10th National Assembly enters the final phase of its tenure, there remains significant opportunity for it to consolidate its legacy. Priority should be given to concluding the constitutional amendment process in a manner that reflects broad national consensus, particularly ensuring the passage of critical bills, and one of those critical bills is the special seats bill for women.
Lawmakers encouraged Nigerians to actively participate in the Legislative Open Week by submitting memoranda, reviewing draft bills, and engaging constructively in the lawmaking process, while appreciating development partners and the Senate for their continued collaboration. From the National Assembly, Linda Ike, RapidTV News.